The way this thing sounds is what the Raptor should sound like. Dude, the GMC looks so massive compared to the Raptor. It's insane. And open. Oh. Closed. What a difference, bro. Literally my ears closed up. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, this thing actually pops now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, this is my 2017 Ford Raptor. This is everything that has been done to it this far. If you guys clicked on the video, you guys saw by the title, we got an exhaust system, but not just a regular exhaust system, it's a valved exhaust system. So what that means is with the remote, I'm able to open and close this valve to make the truck louder or to keep it as quiet as almost stock. In the video, you're gonna see some decibel readings. Here's the remote, here's the interior. I'll go through it in a bit for those new people. And if you guys are old subscribers, there's been a couple of changes since the last video. Actually, a lot of changes. I haven't made a video on the Raptor in a bit, so right now I'm gonna go over everything that's been done with it, and even parts that you guys already seen. I'm just gonna go over all the stuff that's been done that isn't stock. So I'm gonna start from the front. Up here in the bottom, I ended up painting the skid plate with trunk liner spray, and I ended up putting like these covers on the tow hooks just to make it look a little bit meaner instead of that all black. That way they stand out. And another thing I ended up doing is applying some coating on here so it could go back to black, because it was super faded. As faded as you see this part here. I forgot to do this part. I literally saw it at the car wash and I was like, shoot, I forgot to do that. But that's some stuff up in the front. I got the Baja design lights up in the bottom with the bracket. Not really anything done to the motor for performance or any of that stuff. But what else? Let's see, I put the hood graphics, I put the hood decals, Ford Performance twin turbo 450 horsepower. We got the lights. The lights are, I believe, Morimoto lights. I bought the truck with those lights. I did this myself. I put the Raptor badge with the Raptor emblem up here. I ended up cutting some plastic to make the little backdrop for it. But that's up in the front. Stock fenders, stock over fenders. As for the wheels, let me get them up in the light. Oh yeah, I forgot these lights up here. I love them. They have a little DRL X on them that really stand out. They're yellow. These things were so easy, plug and play, and so cheap compared to the rest. I think they were like 60 bucks compared to like buying this stupid light, this little light right there for another 60 bucks. But here are the wheels. MBX off-road wheels. I love them. They match the color of the car. These wheels are wrapped with some Toyo open country. These are, I believe, 35s. Yeah, let me see, 35, 12.5 by 17. But here's the issue. I ended up buying some caliber covers for this thing from Rough Country, but they don't work with size 17-inch wheels. I wish they said that in the description, but they don't. They end up rubbing the wheel weights. So once these tires are up, these wheels will be for sale, and I'm gonna buy some size 18 wheels with some, I'm hopefully trying to get 37s to fit on here. I do know you have to cut a bit. It looks like the previous owner already did cut some right here, but maybe he did try to get 37s and they wouldn't fit. Who knows? It has the Eibach front lift, so it could balance out the rears. The shocks were serviced by DC. It does have a coating on it, and I bought the truck with it. And let's see what else. I put this little thing up on the sides, that way it can match the flow with the fender flares. We got the Raptor badge up on the side, got the little window covers up in the top. I love those things. When it rains, I'm able to crack these windows open and I'm able to like have some fresh air come in without rain going in. I love it. And then another thing that is my favorite that makes my truck stand out compared to the rest is this crash bar, or I forgot, roll bar. You obviously have to cut holes on your bed, but I love it. This shit's solid, dude. It makes it stand out. It's not, you don't see this on another, I'm yet to see this on another Raptor, honestly. And I did add some lights up in the top. That way whenever I go drop off some jet skis at night, I'm able to see, because they don't have no lights, believe it or not, at the ramps. This is my favorite part, honestly. I love this thing so much. Just stands out compared to any other Raptor. Makes it look similar to having a Baja bar on a Shelby Raptor. I had to apply some silicone, but not any type of silicone. It was a special kind on the leaf spring bushings, or not the bushings, but the little pads, that the isolator pads in between, because this thing was creaking like crazy. You could see some of it in there. Ever since I installed that, dude, this thing is quiet now. Sounds like when you buy it from the dealership. I love it. And we also have the spare to match wheel, so it's a total of 5 MBX wheels with 35-inch tires. As for the rear, pretty much stock. I did add some exhaust tips that are 5-inch in diameter, I think, or even bigger, 5.5. I forgot. Let me see. They're pretty big ass tips, dude. They're way bigger than the stock ones. And then they have this little design to flow with the bumper. I love it. I saw a TRX with these tips and I was like, dude, I need those. And they're vacuum black, so they just go with the flow of the truck. We got these tail lights. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. I'll show you guys how to install these tail lights. I love them. They look good. They already come in black, so you don't have to tint them yourself, but they just look more modernized. The stock tail lights that come on the Raptor are the same tail lights that come on a basic F-150. So I want to stand out. I have a freaking Raptor. Here's the rear. Bumpers are stock front and rear. I'm debating on whether if I want to get some off-road bumpers, or tubular bumpers, but I'm not sure yet, dude. They're just so expensive and I can't see myself buying them when they're not gonna be really used for what they're intended for. We got another Raptor badge up in the back. We got this bed cover that I love. Best wheel, honestly, this thing is awesome. The quality is pretty good. Cover, let me open it up for you. I put a light down here that's motion censored. Back here we got a real Ford Raptor storage container. Got a Raptor badge up in there. This is actually from Ford. This sticker is from Ford. It's for the 2014 Raptors, but I ended up just throwing it on here to make it look like it's specifically for a Raptor. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Oh, I forgot one performance thing I did do that pretty much is just for sound, is I changed the blow-off valve. I put a filter over this tube, so I replaced it with a filter and a cap on the air intake, which does a drastic change. You could honestly hear it. But that's pretty much it. The guy did option it with some tough spray-in bed liner from Ford, so this was an option that they chose, which is awesome. I didn't have to do this myself. Let me close it up. Let's see if I got any mods up in the interior. All right, we got my food. This is what I'm pretty much eating right now, but inside it's pretty much stock. There's nothing really done to it. I did apply the Raptor badge up on the side right here. Let's see, I added some carbon accents. I got a 24-hour dash cam, and that's pretty much it for the interior. Floor mats, yeah, floor mats are those 3W Auto Life. I love them. They stay black. The Raptor ones, I sold them because they were pretty much trashed. Got the little Raptor remote with the Raptor shoes. Not sure if the camera picks that up, but let's hop inside. Let me show you guys the exhaust. Let's do a remote start. Woo, that's a stock exhaust for you. Valves are closed. Let me open them up. Maybe you guys could hear that difference. Woo. Yep, you definitely can. But the valve system is honestly very easy to install. The remote is velcroed on right here, so I didn't drill no holes. But let me show you guys leading up to this point of how I installed the exhaust. Honestly, I love it. I could open and close it on demand. Just listen to this. Dude, it gets so quiet inside. And in this video, you're gonna see me comparing it to an AT4 Black Widow 2023 GMC. And honestly, comparing the exhaust, this exhaust sounds pretty good. I'm starting to enjoy it. It's been a week after I installed it. So let's get to today's video. All right, here's a perfect example as to why I wanted the valves. Waze shows that there's 2 copper coatings up front. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close that valve. There's 2 copper coatings. I actually see them right up in the front.
All right, so everything's been PV blasted, all the bolts. I've let it sit for about an hour and a half or more. And here's the exhaust. I couldn't hold back from opening it. I wanted to see how it looks. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of this type of metal, but I know that it gives it a distinct sound whenever you have this type of metal. The thing I really want to do is I only want to put this part itself. I want the car to sound stock. I don't want it to be loud. I want it where I could pull up to a neighborhood or wherever. I want it to be quiet.
One thing I did notice in their install video, they state that you could use this grommet that's supposed to be right up here. Well, for some reason my truck actually doesn't have that. I don't know if it's because it's the 17 model or something, but there's supposed to be like a rubber grommet here you could remove to put the wires through. It's not there. There's a plastic end right here. It looks like it's right underneath that converter box. So I'm gonna go another route. I found another grommet right up here and I pushed it in and it's right underneath the passenger seat. But I actually like this route better. I don't want to use a cigarette lighter connection because that's what it comes with. To me, I think that would look tacky if somebody ever sits in the back seat and they just see this cigarette lighter like from the 1980s, bro. So I'd rather have this thing hardwired. That little spot is. Let's figure out where that grommet is. God damn, bro. You know what? I just forgot. There's another set of fuses down here that I could fuse tap into. That's probably what I'm gonna do. That's way better. And here's the grommet. Yep. So it'll be routed right under, and I'll probably put that little device right up in here and tuck it in, and it'll be nice and neat. These wires that you see are for my dash cam, so I'm already using them. So I just pretty much teed off of the ground wire as well as the power wire there. So let me see if it'll work. Guess not. Let me just turn on the car real quick. There you go. It's working. All right. I think that's open. That's closed. That's the wiring situation going on. Like I said, through that grommet. And let me show you guys the route. So there's the grommet. It goes up through the top of the frame, and I didn't have to drill no holes. You can see it there. What I did is I made it go through this little area from the frame or the cab. It goes through out this side and give it enough slack so that it's not hanging too low where it's gonna touch the exhaust, but just enough where it's not like, you know, pulling on it. So I think this is good enough. Like I said, I kept the original muffler because I didn't want it to be loud when the valves are closed. The whole point is to keep it pretty much sounding stock. Only when I want to be obnoxious, I just open the valve and this thing, you know, straight to the floor. But that's the situation. I might do the high flow downpipes. I literally have them in a box just yet to install. But let's turn on the truck. Valves should be closed. Here we go. Closed and open. Oh, what a difference, bro. Literally my ears closed up. What the heck? Oh, that is awesome, bro. That sounds so good. Oh my god, dude, that is awesome. So straight out the back, still works. And Yo, I love it. Sounds good.
But now let's open it up real quick. All right, time to open up the valve. That is the valve open. So the highest decibel reading was about 79. I'm speaking now, so it's gone up. But
I'm gonna compare it to this Black Widow Sierra AT4. This is a 2023. It's the exhaust that Black Widow gives you. So it's not the stock exhaust. I believe what they do is they cut the mufflers and they put like a Black Widow muffler, which is a little bit smaller and gives it a little deeper tone. But this is a 6.2 liter V8 versus the Raptor being a V6 twin turbo. The way this thing sounds is what the Raptor should sound like. It's crazy. Look at these two baddies. Dude, the GMC looks so massive compared to the Raptor. It's insane. It is on a like decline, so my truck does make it look a little bit shorter when we're on a leveled surface. They're about the same height, but this massive grill here, I mean, it's a big old box compared to this little rectangle. And it makes it look like this truck is way bigger. But let me do a quick cold start for you guys. This thing is hella cold. It hasn't been turned on in like 2 weeks, I think. Oddly enough, it's actually quieter in this truck than the Raptor. That's insane. I think the Raptor averagely closed valve was like 58, 60 something. This thing is averaging like below 50. Look, watch, I'm gonna shut up. 44, that's insane, dude. Overall, I think this truck is way better, dude. It's modernized. It looks so good in the interior compared to the Raptor. I mean, this is, I think, 6 years newer than the Raptor, but even at a 2020 Raptor has nothing on this, or I think even a 2023 Raptor has nothing on this. The interior quality on this is insane. Like, this stands out. This looks luxurious compared to, let's say, a 2023 Raptor. Even comparing it, sorry, but to a Raptor R, I think this interior is it. This one does not have a sport mode because it has the off-road package, so it has off-road wheels, so GMC doesn't allow you to have the sport mode option. Regardless, I don't think it would change the exhaust note. I think that's only if you have the valved mufflers, but I don't think the AT4 comes with that. I think that's only the Denali's and the 2500s come with like an exhaust, adjustable exhaust. Let's see what we average out. Windows are up. Dude, this truck sounds louder, but inside with the windows up, it's way more quieter on a decibel reader. It's insane. And the burble on this is awesome, dude. Just like every downshift, it just has this little, like, it's not pops or crackles, it's more of like a, like you got chips in a bag, like some hot Cheetos in a bag, and they're just ruffling inside. Sorry, that's the fat me speaking. I think mostly that I think is just wind noise. I'm gonna close the windows and redo that. I think that's just more wind noise than exhaust. That's crazy. The Raptor's louder, but this sounds louder and better. I guess the insulation, the cabin insulation on the GMC AT4 is way better than a Raptor. Dude, look how quiet it gets. That's insane, dude. This truck is it. Overall, I think this truck is way better than a Raptor, I'm not gonna lie. I wish it had Raptor aspects, because honestly, this is not true off-road. Like, it doesn't have a locker, front and rear. What else? Like the power output is not really there. I'm sure you could put a supercharger on it because it is an LS motor. You guys let me know, would you guys rather have a Black Widow GMC AT4 or AT4X, whatever's, let me know in the comments, or would you rather get a Raptor? Honestly, if I could have, I don't know, let's say they were the same price, right? The reality is I'm never gonna really go off-roading for what the intent is of the truck. Honestly, I just wanted this big, massive looking truck, and that's what the Black Widow pretty much does. This thing looks massive. It looks like a, like the front end looks like a semi-truck, dude. It's so aggressive. It makes my Raptor look so small. I remember when my dad picked it up, I was excited for him. And the moment he pulled up to the driveway and we parked them next to each other, I was just like, bro, I thought I had the biggest truck in the family. This thing looks puny compared to the Black Widow, man. But, I mean, to each their own. I think, personally, I would go with a Black Widow and make sure it's an AT4X. Or even if I can't afford a Black Widow, let's just say I get an AT4X. I would do, like I said, the fenders, the rear fenders, and then, you know, do a better suspension so it is off-road capable. But I love my truck regardless. I love my truck. Everything about it I'm just in love with. I'm gonna open up the valves and drive around with it like that now. Let me just make sure there's no cop sightings. Yeah, I don't want to get a freaking state ref already. But I'm gonna open up the valves now. I'm sure you guys could pick up that on camera, and you could hear when the valves are open and closed. So it looked like we hit about 97 with the valves open on a slight like pull. Now I'm gonna close them up and do the same thing. That hit about 95. It is a windy day outside, so that might also change the decibel readings. But you know, it's more about the motor itself. The 10 speed on this truck prevents it from hitting, you know, red line and actually screaming. The only time from driving I could hear this thing actually sound good is if I'm in baja mode. I mean, there you go. That's like up to 2,000 RPMs, and that's the way it sounds. But yeah, only having it in baja mode, you could actually hear this thing open up. It sounds good, you know. I honestly enjoy the sound. The only issue I have with it is it doesn't have that V8 oomph to it. All right, I'm gonna put it in baja mode for you guys so you guys could hear the difference. Baja mode, I'm gonna put it back down to too high. I remember the first time I put this thing in a baja mode, I got so scared. I was like, what the hell's wrong with the truck? that's Baja mode. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, this thing actually pops now. Like you can hear that little pop. Now imagine if I put those high flow downpipes on, those pops would be even louder. But I'll be honest, they're not cool pops. They're just like little, it sounds like when you take a little quick little fart, you know? All right guys, but that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please go hit the like button. Also subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.